felt it, that sudden burst of energy followed by the inevitable sluggish crash. Yes, I'm talking about the glucose roller coaster. And before we go into more details, let's watch a short video on this.
Welcome to an essential guide to understanding the, quote, glucose roller coaster and how it impacts your body and mind. What exactly is the glucose roller coaster? It describes the dramatic ups and downs of your blood sugar levels throughout the day. Think of it like a wild ride on a roller coaster. You eat, your glucose spikes high, and then crashes down, creating a series of highs and lows. We'll break down the spike, the biological response, the crash, and the vicious cycle to show the complete effect on both your physical health and mental state. The ride begins with the glucose spike, the exhilarating but brief climb to the top. This happens right after you consume certain food. Highly processed foods, sugary drinks, and refined carbohydrates break down quickly into glucose, flooding your bloodstream and causing a rapid surge in sugar levels. Visually, this spike looks like a steep upward curve on a glucose monitor, signifying an overload that your body must quickly manage. Next comes the biological response, and inevitably, the crash. These two are closely linked in the roller coaster ride. In response to the sugar rush, your pancreas releases a large amount of insulin. This hormone acts as a key, shuttling the glucose out of the blood and into cells for energy. However, if the insulin response is excessive, it overshoots the target, causing your blood glucose levels to plummet too low, resulting in a dramatic crash. This sudden low brings on miserable symptoms: intense hunger, fatigue, brain fog, and severe irritability. You feel drained and mentally cloudy. And now we enter the vicious cycle, the hardest part of the ride to escape. When your glucose levels crash, your body screams for the fastest source of energy available, often leading to strong cravings for more sugary or high-carb foods. Giving into these cravings triggers another massive spike, which leads to another crash, perpetuating the cycle and keeping you on the roller coaster all day long. The impact of this cycle goes beyond just feeling tired. It has serious consequences for your entire system. Repeated spikes can lead to insulin resistance, making it harder for your cells to respond to insulin, and can contribute to weight gain and chronic health issues. Mentally, these severe swings destabilize your mood, contributing to increased anxiety, irritability, and hindering cognitive performance. The good news is, you don't have to stay on this wild ride. Here's how to smoothly navigate your glucose levels. Focus on consuming fiber, protein, and healthy fats with your meals. These nutrients slow down glucose absorption, preventing steep spikes. Maintaining stable blood sugar ensures a constant supply of energy to your body and brain, leading to better mood, focus, and overall well-being. By understanding the glucose roller coaster and making simple dietary changes, you can take control of your energy, mood, and health. Start smoothing your ride today.
Now let's look at how we can apply these rules directly to an average viewer's kitchen. We can look at two sides of the story here. On one side, we can have the classic morning trap: sweet breakfast cereal, a glass of orange juice, and a low-fat pastry. Now this setup is almost entirely starch and sugar, guaranteeing a massive spike and an energy crash by mid-morning. Now look at the triumph on the other side: a savory breakfast of scrambled eggs, sliced avocado, and a side of sautéed spinach. This meal contains nearly identical calories, but because it is packed with protein, healthy fats, and fiber, it keeps your glucose curve perfectly flat, delivering hours of focused, jittery-free energy. You know, snacking throughout the day does not have to feel like an exercise in starvation or dynamic deprivation. I want you to look at highly effective food swaps. I want you to completely ditch the processed rice cakes, low-fat baked goods, and commercial energy bars. Despite being marked as healthy choices, these snacks are tightly packed with hidden starches and high fructose corn syrups that devastate your blood sugar. Instead, you should train yourself to reach for real whole food. Grab a handful of raw walnuts, a bowl of full-fat unsweetened Greek yogurt, or a couple of squares of high-quality 85% dark chocolate. These options satisfy your hunger, crush your cravings, and keep your metabolic baselines rock solid. A massive hurdle for many patients is figuring out how to maintain steady energy while dining out at restaurants with friends or family. The single biggest trap is the complimentary bread basket or tortilla chips that arrive the second you sit down. Eating naked refined carbohydrates on a completely empty stomach creates an astronomical glucose spike, but you don't have to miss out on the fun. The simple strategy is to ask your server to bring the bread basket out with your main course instead of before it. Order a single salad or a vegetable appetizer to eat first. Put that fiber shield down and then enjoy your meal safely. When you begin implementing these changes into your daily life, I want you to step away from that bathroom scale. Sounds funny? Well, I'm talking with some other things that you need to look at. The scale is a blunt tool that doesn't show the whole picture. Instead, I want you to track your non-scale victories. Notice the total disappearance of that debilitating 3 p.m. brain fog. Observe how your skin starts looking clearer and more vibrant as glycation drops. Pay attention to how deeply you begin sleeping throughout the night, because your body is no longer experiencing midnight adrenaline spikes due to blood sugar crashes. These lifestyle improvements are the true medical signs of a rapidly healing, highly optimized metabolism. We have come to the end of our journey today on enlightening minds and empowering lives. You now possess the scientific knowledge and the practical real-world tools required to step off that volatile glucose roller coaster once and for all. So I'm going to be leaving you today with a simple challenge for, let's say, the upcoming week. I don't want you to overhaul your entire life overnight. Instead, I want you to pick just one hack that we've covered today. Commit to eating your vegetable first at dinner, or take that simple 10-minute walk after you eat. Flatten your curves, reclaim your daily energy, and take back control of your health. So thank you very much for watching. I'm Dr. Chris Ramdani, and I will see you the next time.